Alright, sorry about that. I gotta take something for a headache. Caught a cold apparently or something.
I got another dog Monday.
Okay.
I got two on Monday now.
Alright.
That should be another about $100.
Yeah, I know. I was just tuning, bro. Yeah, I was noticing that. Is it clipping again by chance? Because I changed some things when I turned it back on today. Okay, yeah, because I was looking up the shit earlier trying to find a better solution, and it had me doing pretty much all the same thing except for turning up the main volume off my pedal board. That I think the bass was set D D D G G G D D D G G A A. Like I'm trying to figure out what you got going on here. D. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, goddamn! My tooth, man, is killing me. Let's see. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Like I said, I stumble across stuff all the time and just don't recognize it. They're just playing around. We start the darkness over again. No, mine was actually quite out, surprisingly, man. E was good, but like my G, B, and E strings were fucking sharp for some reason. You would think it would go flat from the bending, but they were all sharp. Yeah, I don't know if the hot weather here at my house is affecting the neck on my guitar or not. It could be maybe the reason why it went so sharp on me. It's the only thing about having a guitar when you live in shit like this. Well, mine usually go a little flat, but I don't know. I'm still not used to using the tuner on this pedal board, honestly. So flat should be left, and then right should be sharp, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I can't do that. I can't really do that, but surprisingly, my girlfriend, who isn't really a guitarist, can tune like that. But I can't. I have to have a tuner. But as long as it ain't super out, I don't usually like I can handle about a half step out of tune before I start realizing, oh hey, I need to retune. Oh my god, that fucking tooth. Mm. Oh, I keep forgetting to damn mute the mic, man. 'Cause I think that's might be some of my issue too with the fucking where it fucking spikes in sound. Be nice to have a foot control or something for the mic. Mm. Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs. I'm not sure who that is. But that's cool. Uh, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. I think I have heard that song, Wooly Bully. No, I mean I've known several guitarists that have done the tune by ear thing, which always kind of surprised me because they wasn't in a standard tuning, but they'd get the low E to as close by ear as they could, and then they would tune everything based off that. So they would get some pretty unique tunings, but it always sounded good. Like you would never know it was out of tune unless you were some fucking gnarly music snob. No, I've met a few famous people in my time, man, but nothing to where I got to hang out with them or anything. Like, I met the bassist from Sam Rivers on the job one time when I lived in Jacksonville, Florida, and then I met Be Real of Cypress Hill in a club while I was there to see Deftones live. He was out in the crowd moshing with people and shit, which was fucking crazy. Yeah, man. Some people just got that ear. That's for sure. I mean, my ear is getting better for that, uh, by a long shot. But yeah, I just don't. I don't trust my ear to do my tune to start with. But after it's tuned, I can hear it. I was playing in drop D for a while, man, and then I guess I changed it back to standard, and that's just kind of what I've been playing in lately. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, man, but '60s music had that groove, you know, some Beach Boys. What's that? Went the Kinks and stuff from the '60s as well, or was that early '70s? When I got into '60s music, though, I think I was more '50s, '60s Motown, man. Yeah, like I don't know. Yeah, it's just standard E is just what I've played the most in. Yeah, yeah. I don't even bother really. If I'm going any lower than drop D, I'll use a pedal to go down that far. That way, I ain't got to readjust the neck and the intonation and everything. My intonation's already off a little bit as it is. Okay, you can tell, man. Like when I try to do my harmonics, I need to learn how to work the harmonics like that into my playing a little bit more, but because of the finesse you need to do a harmonic, it's kind of hard coming off playing a note or a chord and then go directly into doing such a light touch for a harmonic. Or better yet, finally figure out how to get my pinch harmonics down. Yeah, I struggle with the pinch harmonics. I can't quite get it down pat yet. To roundabout, uh, who is that? At first, I was thinking that you were talking about round and round. Was that Rad or something like that? The few songs that I was playing that actually used harmonics that I was learning to kind of do them on before I stopped playing was, I think it's Cold. It's a rock song from the early 2000s. Who the fuck does that song? Is it, what's their fucking name? Is it Colors or something like that? Oh, fuck. But them, and I think there was a Pearl Jam song that had some harmonics in it that I was working on. And then obviously, and then Pink Floyd's "Comfortably Numb." The second solo starts off with a harmonic, but that's easy to do. that. Oh, it's by Yes. Okay, yeah, I have to look that up. I have in Rocksmith that they have a harmonic a mini game that they call Harmonic Heist that you practice harmonics to. Uh, but like I said, I think my guitar is a little bit out of intonation, so hitting some of the harmonics sometimes is kind of hard. Oh yeah, I'm sure I will, man. A lot of them classic songs I know. I may not know who it's by or the song right offhand, but the moment I hear it, I'll be like, oh yeah, okay. Oh, for shits and giggles, we're gonna go down to drop D. Fuck it. Oh, okay. Sail Away, I definitely know. Let's see if uh, we've had three people stop in. Yeah, I mean, I've learned how to do it, but I keep forgetting which direction to turn the damn screw, and because I'm kind of new to doing it, like every time I do it, I think I'm turning it too much, and then when you retune the string back up, it kind of screws with the adjustment again, and so I think I'm spent turning the screw too much when I intonate. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's something that I recently learned too. Tune down further and then tighten it into the tune instead of down into the tune. But I also when I string my guitar, I use a luthier's knot when I restring it, so I don't really have to worry about string slip or skipping with the way that I string my guitar. Yeah, I've actually learned quite a bit about it, like guitar maintenance and the setup and stuff. Man, I just need some tools. Uh, I need the radius thing so I can adjust the radius for my neck. I have a 20-inch radius, which is quite flat compared to other guitars. And then I need the feeler gauges to set my string height. Oh, trust me, it ain't like I haven't been playing with it without tools, man. I made a homemade radius gauge, literally by getting a measurement offline and taking a string and a pin, and doing a little circumference thing. I was, but I can still tell. You probably can't hear it with my setup, but Like when I get up here around the 12th and 13th fret, acoustically, there's a little bit of buzzing. Actually, so yeah, I guess around the what 5, 7, 9, around the ninth fret, it's good. But after that, I start getting a little bit of buzz, at least on the low string. So I probably need to raise the saddle a little bit on that low E. Yeah, I'm sure it's the action, but I've been trying to lower the action more on it. But I'm kind of torn because all the guitars that I've had, I think, have like a medium action or a medium high. So I'm not even. I kind of think I want a low action guitar, but because I haven't really played one, I don't know how it's going to feel to me. I think I would like it more, just because the feel in the fingers would be a little easier. But until I get something set up or am able to play a guitar that's set up like that, I'm not gonna really know if it's something that I'm gonna like or not. Oh yeah, dude. When I did the truss rod adjustment, it was freaking me out a little bit because I was backing it off quite a bit. Like I said, the whole setup on my guitar probably needs to be redone. I paid a luthier to do it, and it felt good for a while. And then I was like, oh, the action's a little bit higher than what I would like it to be. So I started trying to lower it and realized that I couldn't go much lower than what he had it. So I started fucking with shit and got it all out of whack. It's still playable, so I mean, it's not like I'm a professional or anything by any means. So I just make do with how it is until I get it done again. Yeah, I know the truss rod on the neck, man. You know, well, at least on mine. I think on Fender's, yours is down here by the pickup, right? You want to hear some different amp clones? Yeah, yeah, you would kind of have to do that. I think that's probably the reason why some of my other guitars I didn't like as much as I probably should have because they didn't have a proper setup going on them. When you're young and you don't know jack shit about what you're playing, you know, you don't really know nothing about that. You just know it either feels good or it doesn't. That's why a home dude in your on your stream earlier was asking, you know, Gibson or Fender. I was like, you know, from my perspective, I'm Gibson for tone and looks, but for playability, I would think Fender. But that's because every Gibson I've ever played hasn't necessarily been set up. I just know that Fenders tend to feel a little bit better. Actually, I take that back. There was one like Gibson semi hollow that I played back in high school that felt like butter. It's something that I want to learn to do just because I'll play around with it, and I just like to be able to save the money on it. And I'm one of the types of people that when I get into something, I like to be as informed about what I'm doing as possible. So like setting up my own guitar and learning everything about it for the most part, and then my equipment with the head rush. Uh, there's a lot of things that I still don't know about it that I probably will never get into it because it's made for professional musicians. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, we just me and the old lady was talking about that the other day, man. I was like, I don't know what would be better, be here. Uh, our place is kind of falling apart and holy, so we're always kind of, iffy about having people over. It's kind of run down, but I know your situation's kind of iffy too.
Hey, wait.
What's up, bud?
Here you go.
Oh, Rochelle.
Yep.
Oh, thanks, bud. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I kind of figured that might be the case. So if it was to be something to hang out, man, it would have to be here. I mean, which is fine. I don't have a problem with it. But like I said, it's just our place is a little run down, man, and we just don't usually have a whole lot of people in here. And I don't know, like if your old lady and the kids would want to come by or anything. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. There's limited seating and shit too. So it's just really all dependent on how things went. Oh yeah, me too, man. It's just it was a project when I bought it, and it's been neglected. And come on, get off the pedal board, bud. CNN is reading we have another viewer, but I don't know how accurate the count is. So say hello in the chat. And let me know if there's someone else here. Yeah, if that was the case, man, it'd be super easy, man. And if it's about a ride thing, I mean, I like I said, I have a vehicle, man. So it's not a super inconvenience or anything. Yeah, we joke about crackheads and meth heads and shit all the time around here, man. But our neighborhood, for the most part, is actually pretty damn quiet. But there are moments we have neighbors that can be weird at times, because we have rental properties around us, so we always have new people coming in and out every couple of months or so. Well, that's why I said, man, if you want to hang out more, we just schedule it. Dude, I can come get you if you can handle more time than that. That way, you didn't have to worry about having the car back right away or anything. I've been there and done that though, where I had to use people's car and couldn't be gone longer than an hour, man, before they were calling me going, "Where you at? Where you at?" And I ain't been gone but like 30 minutes yet. Yeah, I hear you, man. Uh, let's see what I can change this out. I think we're still using the Recto 2C right now. Uh, Subtones, that's the Recto user. What the heck? Is it because I'm on? Oh, it's because I'm on super clones. Cancel that. Go back in here again. Amp clones. User. No. Rush cloud. No. Head rush. Mapping cab. No. Okay, so it's not going to be as easy to change out the damn amp as I thought. Oh, hold on. Amp, mid rush. Here we go. We got a tread plate vintage. I think this is another version of some kind of recto, but I'm not sure. Uh, well, like I said, it wouldn't hurt when you go to restring it to pull the bridge apart and just clean it real good because it's got animal hair and shit in it just from it being in storage for a while, and it has the same issue that you're having with the Squire where you turn the volume up and you're getting a little bit of that static sound, and that's just getting after it with some air or something in the potentiometers. That's supposed to be a pretty easy fix. And then next to that, the only real issue is that up here on, I think it's the first or second fret, down here low towards the like G string, I think it is. There's a little bit of the fret's got like a little fucking burr on it that catches the string every now and then. But next to that, man, everything's good on it, man. The tuners are good. The locking nut's good. Uh, Now, as far as with the Floyd Rose, I have some longer like wood screws that go into the underneath of the body for adjustment for the tension. But that was just because while I was learning how to do it, I think it got stripped out a little bit, so I had to put some longer screws in it. And then, other than that, it's just body damage, man, from just being beat up on. It's got a nick or two here or there in the neck, and a few dings and shit in the body. But like I said, overall, man, It's pretty playable. I mean, you seen me playing it not too long ago on here. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I'm not like, it's super easy. 'Cause I knew that you would like to have something like that, not only for the humbuckers but for the Floyd. And the Floyd's just a headache that I'm over, man. That's why when I got my new guitar, I made sure to get a hardtail. The Floyd was just too much of a fucking headache, man. Every time I needed to restring and shit and retuning every time, just it. I love the guitar. It played good and it sounded good, but yeah, the Floyd was too much for me. Oh, I bet, man. And if you don't mind, man, I'm kind of hoping to make a little video of it, man. Or if not, do it live or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm going to get into modding. Uh, like I've modded this PRS already, but I didn't do the work. I had the guy do it. I had a GraphTech nut put in because I was reading when I ordered this guitar that the only real bad thing about it was the stock nut that the SEs come with, and everybody was suggesting the GraphTech, so I ordered a GraphTech. The only thing that I wish I had done different is because I have the white binding. I wish I had went ahead and got the white nut, but it don't mind. I don't mind too much. It don't really affect it super much, but. And then I was looking at some go to locking tuners, but I ordered the wrong set 3 different times in a row. It's fucked up. Like I had to send them back every time, and then I was just like, "Fuck it, I'll deal with the stock tuners for right now." All right, let's see what this rig is going to sound like with my favorite track. Dropbox, backing tracks. I've been playing essentially with the same 2 amp sims for a while now. I have the Recto 2C or whatever it's called, LLC or 2C, and then a Rockerverb 50. Yeah, I mean, I always just done it like a noob done, you know what I'm saying, and just twisted them around and whatnot. And then not too long ago, I learned how to do the luthier knot thing. And then there's another way to do it that looks like it would work fairly well too, but I haven't tried it. All right. was that? I do one wrap under and one wrap. Oh, yeah, where you create basically a little loop around the string. Yeah, I kind of like that because it does tend to create a little bit of a neater neck. Although what I'm using to trim the excess string off doesn't allow me to knock as much off as I'd like. Yeah, I've done that, but every time I do it, it dulls the clippers out, man. Because my high or my low E is 52, so it's kind of hard to cut. Yeah, wire cutters is what I've been using. That's why I said I can't necessarily get them as short as I would like, but it gets all that excess off. Cause I can't stand the fucking twangies off the fucking headstock. This shit's so tacky. Oh yeah, when I was using the Schecter because you got to cut the damn the little end pieces off in order to run them into the bridge. I learned real quick like not to cut the strings too loose in case that it stripped out or something, and I could trim it, and pull it back, and restring it. Uh, but I usually try to keep at least 2 to 3 sets of strings on hand. I mean, right now I only have one set because I just put this set on about a week or two ago. Ah, you know what? That's fucking dumb that I've never thought about that, man. Yeah, I can't believe I've never thought that. Yeah, the fucking music stores around here suck, man, for fucking options on the shit, dude. Huh? What stores? Oh, bookstores? Yeah, yeah, I know, babe. Like, the fucking NXL strings, man. Like, I used to be able to get them for fucking like 10 or 11 bucks a pack, but the local music store I bought mine from, they were like 15 bucks a pack. Which is crazy. I mean, I guess not too bad because a set of strings usually last at the rate that I play probably 3-4 months or more before I start feeling like they need to be changed. Didn't know what until you looked at whose guitar. Yeah, I can't believe I don't remember the name of the place I went to. It's kind of nice on the inside, but they had a nice selection of basses, but for guitars and amps and stuff like that, they really didn't have a whole lot of selection. Uh, that's the only Rage Against the Machine thing I can remember right offhand. It sounds a little weird through this rig. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's the same guy who I had do the setup on my guitar, because the guy that did the setup, he used to have a store in Wichita, but it closed down, and he does work out of his condo or apartment or whatever that thing is now over there at some kind of retirement community over there off Kemp or some shit. Do the DG rap thing he does with the toggle. Oh yeah. I've just recently seen that that's how he was doing that. Honestly, like I was watching some video where he was explaining it to somebody, and he was showing that. I was like, that's got to be hell on your toggle switch. Uh, I, but don't you need a secondary volume knob for like you do on Gibsons in order to do that, so you can kill the volumes of one of them? Drop a comment in the chat, people, if you're enjoying. We just hanging out, talking guitar shit. Don't be shy. exactly. Don't be shy. Say hi. And if you're not gonna say hi, at least get hi. Oh yeah, that as well. Always like and subscribe. We appreciate it. Helps the channel out. It feels so cliche to have to say that shit, man. Honestly, I understand why people do it all the time now, though. The fancy font for what? Yeah. Man, I've been getting a lot of people from around the Central Asia area. Like two of my recent subscribers were from in the Asia region of the world. Ah, that's nasty. Ah, fucking sinus drain when you got a cold, man. It's gross. Ugh. Yeah, I was thinking that something that I was doing yesterday on something kind of had that too. Was it for one of the tracks goes something like. That's what I was thinking when that dude was saying the Asian stuff. That's what came to my mind. But yeah, it was kind of funny that you nailed that shit right offhand. Let's see. We've had 6 views and 2 concurrents. So I'm still not entirely sure that the reader in the corner is reading accurately. Like sometimes when people leave, it'll show, and then other times, like it just shows one when I don't think there's anybody in the stream. So, and I don't remember how you told me to drag the one from the stream over to be able to just use the kind of YouTube version of it. Man, the one asshole earlier, man, just talking shit, dude. I almost wonder that people that are like that are just people who are jealous because they can't play jack shit on the guitar, and it's just envy that they can't play fucking a single chord. Which is understandable, man. When you're new and you want to learn how to play, it's real hard not to be envious at other players when you listen to them. I still fight that urge sometimes when I listen to people play, but I just keep reminding myself that I'm not them. You know what I'm saying? That it's just yeah, that's what I think it is too. It's just it takes too long to update. See, like we just got a third pop in. Drop a line in the chat. Say hello. Get a hello. Maybe we'll play another track. Yeah, true that, man. I know all about that. There's been a lot of growth that I've been through over the last 10 years that I just look at shit a lot different now than what I used to. Come on, viewer, you wanna hear some guitar? Drop a hi in the chat. We'll play a song. I mean, it won't be a song that you know, but it'll be a song. Well, I can't see if I get thumbs up or anything, so drop a line in the chat and we'll play something. Man, I forget what it was. Oh, oh yeah. I was watching a truck driver video earlier, and I got in the comments, man, and somebody said something so fucking stupid that I almost like I clicked on it and started to reply, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, and I deleted it and just exited out of it. I was like, man, I'm not trying to fucking argue with these people. Yeah, when I came back and seen that you had blocked them, man, I had to go back and fucking view the message and see what they said, man. I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay. Yeah, the stream that you did yesterday or day before, where the dude made the joke about fucking, what was it? It was something about genitalia, man, and I was just like, I was getting ready to block him for that, or I didn't accept the message when it popped up because it flagged him automatically, and I didn't accept it because I was like, yeah, it's not like overly like obscene or anything, but. And then a few moments later, I seen somebody had clipped and allowed it to be in the chat. I was like, okay, so. Yeah, I was just trying to be cautious about what gets dropped in there, you know, so they don't get flagged for any stupid shit. Let's see here. I'm gonna go back to this Masonic Pink Floyd track that I found. Pink Fluids. No, it wasn't. He was making a joke or whatever. It was just, and I got that. That's why I was kind of questionable on whether to, you know, accept it and let it go through or not. Like, it wasn't a profanity by any means towards any specific person or anything. But, you know, people are snowflakes and they get offended easily too, so. Yeah, which cracks me up considering, you know, that they all grew up on The Simpsons and Family Guy and fucking all that shit, you know? Making fun of everybody and everything. The roast and shit. And then all of a sudden everybody's super fucking sensitive about everything. Which is funny, man, because that's nothing new. Like, when I first got online, that was me too. You know, even like back on Xbox Live and shit back in the day playing video games, man, I raised hell and fucking pissed people off and all that shit. And I just fucking grew out of it, man. Y'all gotta excuse the funky ass nasty sounds, man. That cold's fucking coming down my fucking throat and shit, so. But since doing YouTube, I found ignoring and getting rid of issues is better than saying anything. Yeah, definitely, man. Like I said, I found that getting older, I'm less reactive to that kind of stuff. That's a lot of the reason why I ended up getting rid of Facebook too a few years ago. Well, I understand why some people say that, man. Occasionally on your guitar, man, it just, some notes just don't sound right sometimes, man. But overall, I'm not paying attention to that because, I mean, fuck. When you hear me play, and I know you can hear when I hit a note that I'm not intentionally trying to hit. It just sticks out, especially if you have an ear for it. Like with me right now, I tuned down to drop D. So the shit that I normally play, like when I come up to the top string now, I'm forgetting that it's fucking lower. So I just kind of pick it up by ear and kind of just go by feel. Honestly, I just what I know the sound should sound like, and if it gets close enough, I just go with it. Oh yeah, man, that high E has got to be a bitch to deal with, man. Like I've had guitars that were super on the edge like that, that made it super weird feeling on the high E. I've had a few that felt like that on the low E as well. Yeah. Well, you get something else, man. You get some money saved up, man. Fucking get that bad boy repaired up, get some mods on it, get some hot rails and a decent nut and everything. Yeah, I would imagine so. You said it had a broke neck and shit. Probably something that sat in somebody's closet. Probably got knocked over a lot. Uh, okay, but the oh shit. Yeah, it's fine. Big old Miller Lite sticker. Well, yeah, that's cool. At least you got some spare parts, man. You salvage what you can off of it for another build or whatever. Oh, look at here. We up to 10 views. Drop a line in the chat, people. Say hello. Feel free to join the conversation. Any other guitar players in here? Or just music lovers? Yeah, true that, man. Like I was almost half tempted at one point, man, because the PRS that I have is the older model Mark Holcomb, and they just released a new version of it with a different set of pickups, and they're not quite as hot as the ones that are in my guitar, and it's got a little bit more clarity. But oh Jesus, my pick just fucking disappeared again. Oh my god. Hell no, why would I want that, man? Fender's suing everybody right now. Damn it, where did... Alright, I think I got another pick sitting right here, so... Yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. One of the, one of my other followers that I watch regularly, man, he's kind of got ties in the music industry and shit. I thought they were just going after, like, the smaller, Chinese-made, Fender clones, basically. But apparently they've sent out a letter to, even to PRS over the Silver Sky. Yeah, I got a little container with a bunch of picks. It's just not easy to get to. I got a little thing that has all my electronics and spare stuff for, guitar, and a little storage container under my makeshift desk here. But it's kind of hard to open and close from there. I have to do some wire management again to make it clean enough for me to get to easily. Oh, are they going after Ibanez as well? That makes no sense because I mean, most Ibanezes that you see, there's no way you're mistaking an Ibanez for a fucking Fender, dude. At least with the Silver Sky, I kind of half-ass understand that because when you first look at them, you would think it was a Fender. Well, yeah, I mean because it's a double horn setup, man. But I mean, ultimately, it just you you can tell it's not a Fender. And that's the sad thing about when they take the shit to court, because if it ends up going in front of a jury, you're probably going to have a bunch of people that don't know jack shit about guitars, and they're going to think most guitars do look alike. I mean, for God's sake, that is essentially, next to the fact that it's not a single coil setup, is very similar to a fucking Fender style guitar, except for the fucking cutaways, the violin top. And from what I understand, I don't know how true it is, but supposedly the copyright or whatever protection patent that they had on the original shape expired a while back. It's also funny that apparently Gibson went after PRS after their McCarty, I think it's the 595. And the fucked up thing about that is I think they were just mad that the original designer of Gibson's guitars went to PRS. And the fact that just fucking on average now, PRS guitars are way sexier than fucking Gibson. They're putting a lot more effort into making fucking beautiful guitars and quality guitars now than Gibson does. I hate to say that because I love Gibson guitars, man, but fucking PRS is on fire on their quality control. Okay. Will that come through here, or are you gonna send it on Discord or whatever? Okay. Cool. I'm gonna check my page real quick and see if we picked up any new subs. Don't look like it. Oh, my Discord page is closed. There we go. Oh yeah, that Sunburst Epi is nice, man. Yeah, I like that. What is that? Cherry Sunburst or just a Sunburst Epi was nice. Whose signature was on it? Anybody else in the stream got an opinion about the whole Fender lawsuit thing, or any of y'all aware of what's going on with that? What are y'all thoughts on it? Really? You know, funny enough, I used to love Melissa Etheridge back in the day, man. I really did like her back in the day. Eh. 90s was a weird time for music. There was a bunch of good stuff all over the place. It was just kind of out of the normal uh, genres of like rock or alternative or whatever. Man, you know, I was telling you about you needing to get you a pedal board. I know you can't afford it right now, man, but one of the pawn shops locally have one. Not the big version that I have, but the little smaller. I think the mini prime or whatever. I think it's the one without the expression pedal, but still has all the functionality for like $400. I think at the pawn shop. I went in there trying to pawn my prime a few months ago. They didn't want to give me jack shit for it. I was like, I'm not about to pawn $1,000 piece of equipment for $150. Okay, let me check this out real quick. Go back. Come on, back. Oh, you got the good old coffin case too. See that blue one, man. You could kind of almost think Fenders with it, but mainly because of the pick guard. But the overall shape and the horns is way different. Uh, I like the black one better though. Yeah, true. I mean, that's what a lot of people do is do that. I could set up a MIDI controller on mine too, but I need to get the wireless MIDI for it. Ugh. Yeah, I haven't. Like I said, I had the Ibanez S series back in the day. Uh, I can't honestly say how well it played because, again, at the time that I owned that, I didn't really know much about it. But from what I remember of it, it was a fairly nice playing guitar. It really kind of hard to say because every time I reach a new stage of my playing, I start noticing the differences in how guitars feel. Yeah, I just realized that I went to my channel to see if I had gotten a new sub, and I forgot I had a damn sub counter at the top of the screen I could look at. Come on, people, if you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe. We're trying to make it to 50. Yeah, I don't. I think the Floyd Rose on the Schecter is a special, uh, which kind of sucks in a way, from what I understand. But I guess if you ain't beating on it when you're fucking taking it apart and doing stuff, it'd be all right. Uh, I was kind of planning on just replacing all the screws and hardware in it, man, because it's that matte black finish. I was thinking about either putting blue or red hardware in it, replacing the nuts for the locking bridge, and then all the pieces in the Floyd Rose to blue or red, and then maybe changing the knobs out and kind of giving it a nice touched up look. Wondering if that's concurrence. Oh, it's still only showing 2 concurrent views, but it's reading that there's 4 people in here. Yeah, that would go along with what's on it right now because, like I said, it's got like neon blue strings on it. It's the DR strings, the ones that I was using, are like they got like a rubber coating on them, and they get that fluorescent blue color, which looks really good in contrast to the flat black and the dark fretboard. Uh, they feel good on the fingers, but the tone is just it's not as bright with those on it. Is it? Yeah, I was just saying because the reader on the screen is saying 4 right now, but like I said, I don't know how long it takes for it to update it. Ah, I mean, that's cool. I think that's the most that I've seen at one time on it. I've seen 3 a few times, but the C4, that's nice. Just wish they'd be a little more interactive. I mean, I'm cool with them chilling too. Ain't no big deal. yeah. My girlfriend does that a lot too. I don't know so much if she does it YouTube per se. Sometimes I think she does. Most of hers is like Spotify or something like that. I think that the only reason that she ain't in the stream is because she's just on the other side of the wall there and she can hear what I'm doing. Are you in the stream, baby? Well, that's what I was saying. You're basically in the stream because you can hear me right there.
It's like being social but not.
Yeah. I know, baby. Oh yeah, I know, but she's usually caught up doing stuff because she's booking work and whatnot all the time. And like I said, she's right here, so she hears me play all the time. Keep trying to get her to play with me, or she wants to play with me, and we just never get around to it. I bought her a guitar a while back to start, trying to teach her some things.
I've been working.
I know, baby. I'm not saying anything bad.
I'm not playing all night.
Oh, I didn't say you had to, love. She actually has a pretty natural talent for rhythm, man. I'm a little jealous of that. And she has a natural feel for it, unlike me.
Where's Groveland, Florida?
Groveland?
Yeah.
It sounds familiar, baby, but I'm not sure. I'm thinking it's kind of a central area too. You'd have to look it up and see.
Oh yeah. By Disney World.
Oh yeah, that's down there near Orlando then.
It's had it.
Well, I mean, mine, she played saxophone, I think, in school or something, so she already had a little bit of musical training in other ways, so I think that kind of helps out. I had, when I was younger, my uncle is a multifaceted musician. Like, he plays everything. Like, he's mainly a drummer, but he could play guitar and bass. But he had a group of friends that used to hang out on the weekends and just fucking jam out. And me and my cousin would go over there and hang out. And my cousin would play drums because he was learning at that time, but he was pretty decent. And all my uncle's friends would be like, "You play?" I'm like, "No." They're like, "That's surprising because we could see that you're following the beat and the rhythm." I was like, "Yeah, I can feel it and I can hear it, but that doesn't mean I can apply it." Yeah, my cousin was like that for a while too, man. He's always just on everything. That's what I try to do, man. When I'm listening to music, I'm listening for me, it's not necessarily what the rhythm guitar is doing exactly, or the drums and the bass. Like when you're sitting there listening to a raw track without the guitar in it, you can kind of, I don't know. It's like I hear a pocket in there. Like it's hard to explain. And I kind of hear an underlying rhythm that kind of mixes with all the instruments together, and I'm trying to kind of put what I'm hearing to my playing to kind of fill in that gap and accentuate it, if that makes sense. uh, I've been since I've been fighting with the sound thing on here with the clipping stuff. I've been uh, learning to pick a little lighter. In a lot of my older videos when the sound was still kind of low, or when I was streaming directly to YouTube without OBS, you could really hear, the plucking on the guitar over the amp, and you could just really hear how hard I was plucking the strings. And now I'm intentionally trying to attack the strings a little lighter, unless I just really want that extra intensity. I think that's one of the biggest problems with me and my rhythm too. Is that same thing? Is that my attack is just a little too heavy, and I'm gouging the pick too deep into the strings. But I think that's because I just started playing again. At one point, it was a lot better. Like I had a better feel for it. Really? Well, you just adjust for that by extra volume. Yeah, that's the one thing that I never understood when I was playing Rocksmith. That one of their technique guides was volume dynamics, and I just can't get used to the idea of reaching down to adjust the volume while playing. But I've been kind of doing that a little bit more and trying to control my volume dynamics with my picking hand rather than messing with the volume. Though I have found out that recently too, at least when I'm playing through the amp, that to get a two different tones or multiple tones is to get your dirty sound at a higher volume on the amp, and then back off that tone on your volume on the guitar, and it'll clean up a little bit. So you could do well, my amp settings are kind of not clean. I don't really get a good clean sound. I need to fix that. Uh, but yeah, if you set it up right, when you back off the volume, it cleans up some, and as you crank the volume back up, it starts distorting and adding that little bit of push. That, and I can't break the habit of when I play, uh, especially when I'm playing lead, my hand is more like this. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of back and forth like this. but for rhythm, you need to be more close fisted. At 6, that's out up past noon. Oh yeah, so I guess 6 would be noon because what most settings go up to what 10, so 6 would be about the 1 o'clock position. Let's see what mine is because I've got I'm running that the tread plate vintage. Like I said, I think that's a some kind of recto. My gain's at 30% on that, and my mids and treble are at 50. And surprisingly, I don't. Yeah, everything's set at noon on the amp, but on my yeah, I'm not really pushing all that hard with mine. Like I could push a lot harder with the pedals that I'm using. Like they're I think on my Black Op distortion, it's only set at 42% distortion, and the volume's at like 43, so it's not really pushing all that hard. I can push it a lot harder. Yeah, that tends to be the case with it. Even for the heavier tones, man, if you listen to any of the tutorials I've seen online about creating tone, that once you make it too dirty, it starts muddying it up too much, and you can't distinguish certain notes. Even with mine set at where it's at, when I hit certain low notes, it's really man. That damn tooth is just giving me hell. Yeah, I tend to I tend to play. If I'm not mistaken, this should be the neck pickup, and then usually my tone is pretty much rolled all the way up almost. Like I don't like too bright. I don't like too much brightness. It's probably because I'm not that great at playing clean yet. So the when I darken it up some, that it kind of helps with any of that extra twangy ring out from fucked up notes. I mean, I do play around with it from time to time as far as the knobs go. I'll split it, the coil every now and then, and then I'll run it in the middle or on the bridge setup every now and then. But because of where my tone is set and my rig setup, it's really hard for me while I'm playing to really hear it. When I go back to listen to it, I'll hear it, but the way up on my volume and all the way up on the amp. Oh, that sounds out of tune. That's because it's a drop D. Thought something sounded wrong. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not exactly sure if the power chord's right, but that's I think Soul Crusher, White Zombie. Which White Zombie's how I learned how to gallop. I wish I could figure out how to do the other gallop though. I only know how to do it the one way. I haven't figured somebody trolling you on Marketplace now. Yeah, I had a vintage record player up for sale a while back, and somebody was wanting me to lower the price on it. And I was like, "They're vintage, man. They're going on eBay for like $275." This is a horrible area for selling certain items, though, man. It's an ugly stick catfish. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got a nice fucking reel that I've been trying to sell, but I ain't had no hits on it out here. Like it's like $150 reel or whatever. I think I had it posted up for $75, and nobody's hit me up about it. Yeah, I believe it, man. The fishing equipment's kind of expensive. I mean, I don't know nothing about none of that shit because I'm not really into fishing, but I know it gets pricey. They are, man. But honestly, like even back home, dude, people were bad about this shit. I think we had one of our, me and my brother both had Fox Body Mustangs, and he was debating about selling one of them at one point, and he had his up for like 5 grand, which was worth it all day long. And everybody was like, "Oh, I'll give you $1 grand for it right now." He's like, "You can buy them all day for $1 grand." I was like, "No, you can't." Yeah, that would be the case, wouldn't it? How old are the youngins, by the way? Hey, you all have to drop that in the chat if you don't want, man. Just send it to me on Discord. That sounds about right. They don't ever want to do it when you want to. Oh, I was just asking how much the kids were, or how old the youngins were, man. My bad. I'm fucking tripping over my own tongue. Nice. My stepson, he just turned 18 this year in January. Wait, what? Close enough, man. It's close enough to September. Well, I don't know. I guess we still have 5 months. Still a good little ways out. Oh, okay. Oh, they're fairly close together then. Both boys. Nice. It's so much easier though, honestly. Oh, okay, cool. All right, same age as ours then. Yeah, I was just saying this cold's kicking my ass, man. I'm feeling exhausted already, so yeah, I was thinking about getting off here myself. Let's see what 11 views. That's about on par with what I've been getting though, honestly. All right, man. Well, I'll let you get to it. Go spend some time with the kids, play some games and shit, man. I'll wrap this up and say good evening and catch y'all next time, I guess. COVID ain't got nothing on jalapenos. It's funny. I get ready to wrap things up, man. If we get somebody else fucking join the chat or the stream, say hello, man. Maybe I'll turn it back on and play a song. Oh man, I caught it one time, man. After like towards the end of it, which was crazy. It kicked my ass though. Like I was down for 2 days, feeling really bad, and for like 3 or 4 days after that, I was real weak and was just wore out real easily. Just from like going to the store trying to buy cold medicine and shit. Because me and my girl were both sick at the same time. On new viewer, if you want to hear me play something, you got to say something in the chat. Tell me play something. That's crazy because our stepson loves spicy shit, and he's had it. He had it multiple times when all that was going on. But I wonder about their testing. If they were just saying you had it, he didn't necessarily have it, honestly. Oh yeah, me either, man. I was scared that I was going to have to there for a while, being a truck driver. I don't think none of us in our household got the shot. Like, yeah, we were all totally against that.
Joel just wanted you to get out. But I didn't let him get it, so you can get it.
Hey there, Odin. You want to say hi? Want to say hi to the stream? Hmm? You trying to say hi? Yeah, you trying to say hi, baby? Yeah. You trying to say hi? Yeah. Hey, baby. Oh no 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 no. Yeah, that's crazy. I think the only person that I know got it, got the shot was my dad, and that really kind of surprised me. But I think that's because they talked him into it when he was going to the doctor about something else, and him being in his 60s or whatever. Uh, my aunt passed away during that. I think she got COVID and passed away, but she had a lot of medical issues going on with her lungs and stuff, and was on oxygen already. So that's fucking crazy, man. I'm sorry to hear that. The fucking hype on that shit and the guilt that people put on us for not getting it was fucking insane. Get away from that, Odin. Hey, buddy. Hey, hey, hey. No, I was just totally against it because it was just too rushed, man. Like, I was like, no fucking vaccination comes out that fucking fast. It's gonna do any fucking thing.
They didn't have time to test.
Plus, not to mention, I was keeping track of the fucking stats while all that shit was going on, and the death rate wasn't nearly as bad as they were trying to make it fucking seem like. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna worry about this shit. The only time that I was concerned about it is when it seemed like they were forcing it on people to be able to work, and it was getting crazy in the trucking industry that certain big companies like Tyson and a few others were forcing it on their drivers in order to keep their damn jobs. Are you being all lovey dovey? You want daddy's attention, bud? Hmm? Yeah, you want daddy's attention? Yeah. Yeah. Good boy. Alright, man. Like I said, I guess I'm gonna wrap it up. I'll holler at you later, or I'll see you tomorrow sometime. As always, nice having you in the stream there, Briggs. Oh yeah, no doubt. Yep, yep. Yeah, I'm gonna try to, man. Hopefully, I'll feel better tomorrow. Peace out, brother.